No, I think media is more concerned about sensationalism, because they will say Mohan Bhagwat said that all people, including Muslims, are Hindus in this country, then blah, blah, blah. The whole thing blows up. It's totally irrelevant. What is a free citizen? He can say what you want, who cares?
Right.
What we care about is how is the future for our children being made? Do our children have a future? Is government delivering the services that all of us required? Okay, are honest taxpayers being rewarded? Are cronies being rewarded? These are large governance issues which we concerned because they impact you and me. They impact our children's future. They impact our quality of right now. Why is there so much of a traffic jam in Delhi? Why is the air in Delhi so foul? Why are people's lives coming down by 9 years because of foul air in Delhi? Do you know that?
Yes.
People's lives are down by 9 years. And now UNICEF says a child who lives in Delhi and takes in the smog will suffer the brain development. Are we going to create a generation of morons in Delhi and other places where there's high inflation? I'm worried for our children. Now, these are serious issues.
These are very serious issues.
These are something to occupy political leaders. Instead of that, they're talking about some apology for some statement of somebody in a political stage, shut down parliament, debate it because they want this. I don't understand these people.
So, this is a very important point. Stop talking about the demographic dividend. We got the youngest population. Talk about whether these young people have jobs, whether they have good health care, whether the pollution levels are going down, the quality of life going up, whether they are competing in proper ways, world class in terms of merit. Those are the benchmarks which I don't think our politicians are talking about. They don't want to face it, because if they face it, they'll have to do something about it. They don't want to do something about it. They don't have solutions. So the short-term attitude, the short-term mentality is to keep praising that we are doing very well. We are doing well.
But Rajiv, this government has done a lot of work, Rajiv. We should be factual. This government has done a lot of work. But the fact is, we need this debate in civil society.
Yes.
All of us as citizens must be bothered about this kind of a debate. Now look at this funny thing. One person in a remote corner of this country, in Muzaffarnagar, gets lynched. None of us know where the place is. Okay, is the mob goes and lynches him? Is a crime? The mob and the people with that should be punished. But suddenly there's a clarion call from Lutyens India, Lutyens Delhi, and Lutyens, all these people, they are saying we have become intolerant. I'm living in Bangalore, I'm in the south of India. How did I become intolerant? What have I got to do with it? It's a crime. In my state of Karnataka, ruled by the Congress, a lady journalist got shot. It's a murder. Now we must be concerned about this murder, the safety of a citizen, and the perpetrators should be brought to justice. Suddenly it becomes an ideological fight. Somebody in the right has done it, something has done it. A great historian takes it and decides already decided who is the killer. Without any proof. They all glow around, have a big position. But even now, justice has not been done. The killers have not been identified. Nobody is held to account. So this is, the intelligentsia lives in a sham thing where the real issues are not being debated. They're taking ideological positions. But the big issues are jobs for our young people, improvement in the quality of life, honesty in probity, delivery of justice. There is no justice in our society. There's no justice. It takes 15 years, 20 years. If you're a poor person, you're put into jail. I worked with Amnesty to build a report. 50 to 60% of under trials in our prisons have completed the term for which they've been put into jail. And there's no justice. Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about all this, because everybody, one murder somewhere, we have become intolerant, one award wapasi, one this thing, create controversy, cure the pitch for India, and then many economists who left India go out and write all kind of nonsense and tweet all kind of stuff without looking at all these issues. Now look, we have to get our act together, citizens. Define for this country what are the important things. The important things are improvement in the quality of life, creating an economy which produces jobs for the young people, where individual safety and individual freedom is cherished, where there is justice for all, and the bare necessities of life are available for everybody. Now you can have your ideological divisions, but these are large issues where everybody's property, life and liberty is secure. There is rule of law. There is justice for all. That's what you must ask. But once you get into an ideological fight, everything becomes me too, me too, me too. You are wrong, I am wrong, you are wrong, I am wrong, and it gets diverted. So I think the debate has to improve.
I think this is a huge problem for media. Media should, because they are the sort of voice of conscience, and they are the ones keeping the public informed, and they are kind of sensationalizing the wrong issues, raking up inconsequential matters or less important matters, while the really big problems facing society are not being analyzed, because they can't be analyzed in a flippant way with sensationalism. They require deep scholarship, investigative journalism. So the media needs to invest in investigative journalism.
Yes, they should do. And also, people should understand there is no country like India. We are 1.3 billion people. We are 29 states. Each one may be larger than any state in Europe.
Right.
All right?
Right,
So they are countries on their own. It's
Right.
not one country
Yeah.
in the way that you look at it,
I
right?
mean, UP is 220 million.
Yeah,
So
any event-
England, France, and Germany combined.
Yeah, any event happening there doesn't mean the whole country is affected.
Yeah,
To blow it up and say India is this, India is that,
Right.
all kind of rubbish.
Right, right.
We must understand this is a highly complex society, it's a very large country. So many things happen in this country. We must focus on the right issues, and you must not demonize India. You must not hurt the brand of India and suddenly blacken people's face and do everything and write some rubbish and in the New York Times or Washington Post or newspapers and try to create a negative image of India. We must instead focus our attention on the right issue, debate them, come out with solutions, because we owe it to our children. We owe it to this country.
Very good.